friends, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Dee. I am a same beauty artist and a lover of all things beauty. And here on my channel, I talk about a variety of different things, mostly related to makeup, skincare. I have some lifestyle, some mid-size fashion, everything in between. I am a full-time working mama in the corporate world, and I do YouTube on the side. And I basically like to share my thoughts, share the things that work or didn't work for me in hopes that it will help you. So make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon. This is going to be part 3 of my product empties. I don't know what I did this time around, but I just had an overwhelming amount of product empties, and it was way too much to do in one video. So I figured I'd break it up in different parts in case you're interested. So this is going to be part 3, and it is going to be geared towards more lifestyle stuff. It's all like stuff you put in your bodies. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So the first one is the Amare, I don't know how to say this, but it's Edge Mood and Motivation. So this is a company, I don't know if you have seen it all over Instagram, but everybody's been talking about this happy juice. Happy juice makes you feel great, helps with blow, helps with mood, all this stuff. And particularly my Saint sisters have been the ones who have been jumping on this bandwagon from what I can tell. So it's supposed to be a mood, motivation, and metabolism. It's got mango leaf, lychee fruit, palm fruit, 0 calories, 0 sugars, and you're supposed to mix it in water, a smoothie, or your favorite beverage, and it's supposed to essentially make you feel better, help with your mood, help with your motivation, not necessarily energy as far as like caffeine, like if you think of caffeine giving you energy, but it's supposed to like help with your focus and help you feel more motivated to do some things. So I've been seeing this come around, and I was like, okay, let me go ahead and jump on the bandwagon. So in full honesty, I don't know whether or not this stuff works. The lady that I purchased it from also recommended this as well. This is their MentaBiotics. This is basically probiotics. And then there was another one called Edge, which is their energy. It only has like 15 grams of caffeine. It's not a high amount of energy, but essentially what she told me to do was mix these 3 together anytime during the day, and it's supposed to help. So I have been mixing these 2, and then the Edge one, I haven't run out of, or they're in sticks. So I don't have in like anything to show you guys because they're in like little sticks, but I guess you can break them apart. She told me to mix them together. That is what I've been doing. And I do honestly have to say, when I'm using them, I do feel like when I first started using it, I was like, okay, wow, this is crazy. Because usually around 3 o'clock, I have that dip. I start getting tired. I get up early in the morning, get up at 5. I did notice first right off the bat when I use these, and I usually use them around 3 p.m. when I'm kind of going downhill, because I do wake up very early. 3 p.m. usually is my witching hour, and that's when I drink them. I mix all 3 of them together, and I did initially, like literally the first time I used it, I did feel like a flush of energy. I felt like I was more focused. I felt like that brain fog had gone away, and I've continued using it. And I do have to say, the longer that I use it, the better I overall feel. Like I feel like I don't have the slumps as drastic. But the challenge that I have is I don't know which one of these products are actually working because I'm merging them all together. So I don't know if all 3 of the products are worth it, or if it's just one product and the other 2 really aren't. And that's kind of where my frustration is I know that they kind of work together as a bunch, but when you go on the website, it's so much information and almost overwhelming. They do have some like support groups. They sent me text messages like, hey, do you have any questions? So it seems like they really are trying to educate and answer the questions. But my frustration is I don't know if all of them are working, if they're working in conjunction of each other, or if I'm just wasting my money. And it was like $150 for all 3 of them. And that's expensive for once a month. So that's my hesitancy, and that's why I really can't recommend it. I do feel better on it, but there's another product that I'm going to try that is much more cost effective that is supposed to be just as good. So I'm going to jump to that and see, is this really worth it? Because $150 a month is just crazy. So the other thing, and I've talked about this before on my channel, is the Modere Collagen. So I use up once a month, or one a month. So this is obviously 2 months worth. There's two different, or I think there's a couple different lines. So the Life one is like all around joint health. It's supposed to improve joint mobility and lubrication, supports cardiovascular health, improves skin hydration, firmness, and tone. But it does have like 2 grams of sugar in it, but it tastes really, really good. It's kind of a brown, almost like prune color, but it tastes really, really good. I ended up jumping on the pure one. It doesn't have any sugars in it, no calories in it. It's, yeah, you take 1 tablespoon, but it's supposed to just have the cartilage in it, and then hyaluronic acid in it. It tastes like crap. It's absolutely horrible. I will jump back to Life and do the 2 grams of sugar. I just wanted to try it because I was trying to go sugar-free, and to me, it's not worth it. It tastes disgusting. But they're supposed to do the same thing. This one just tastes a little bit better. This is a product that is expensive. It is not cost-effective, but it is one of those products that when I do not use it, I definitely feel different. My joints ache. I feel more stiff. I feel old, if that makes any sense. I've noticed my skin looks better. I feel like I'm a little bit more loosey-goosey, and especially as we get older, I just feel like that's inevitable. Our bodies are literally decaying. So I do feel this really, really works, but it's not cheap, to be completely honest with you. But I will continue to buy it. It is part, to me, it's not a want, it's a need, and I use it as part of like my health, my overall health, not as a beauty regimen or a skincare thing, if that makes sense. So next is some water hydration Ultima. So this is an electrolyte drink. It's supposed to replenish all the good salts and all that stuff. It's kind of like, think Gatorade. Now the problem I have with like Gatorade and Powerade and even like the liquid IV stuff is it hurts my stomach. I don't know what about it hurts my stomach. My mom is literally the same way. And so it's really hard for me to buy drinks like this that like replenish magnesium and salts and all the stuff that you replenish after sweating and just general dehydration, because it would hurt my stomach. This is literally the only brand that I have tried. I've tried some other electrolyte mixes and they all tend to just upset my stomach. Like my stomach just doesn't feel good on them. This is the only one that I've tried that doesn't do that. It comes in a variety of different flavors. My daughter normally drinks it. Their grape one, in my opinion, is the best one. She agrees as well. The watermelon is okay. It tastes decent. But what I also like about this one is it doesn't have that overwhelming salty taste. Like some of them, like liquid IV and stuff like that, I literally can taste the salt and it's pretty disgusting. This one is more pleasant. It's a little bit of a salty taste, but it's not like overwhelming salty taste. It just, I actually enjoy drinking it. It's not something like, oh, I have to just suck it down as quickly as possible. So it's free of sugar, free of carbs, free of calories. It's gluten-free, vegan, keto-friendly, no artificial sweeteners, and plant-based colors and flavors. And I get mine off of Amazon and it's relatively affordable. It's definitely cheaper than the vitamin or the liquid IV. So this is the one I like. So next is coffee. So I have done a video on this one in particular. This is a coffee concentrate. I will be doing a video on this different brand. I think there are other coffee concentrates, but these are the 2 that I've gone with. And I'll do a comparison video. I don't want to spend too much time with it here. But basically, long story short, I cannot do a good cup of coffee to save my life. I was looking at espresso machines and I was like, I really am not that person. I'm very lazy and I like something very, very quick, and I don't want to have to like make this espresso and do the beans and do all this stuff. And for whatever reason, regular coffee, I don't know if it's my water. I don't know if I could never get it right. It just was never good. And I was looking for an alternative to save money from going to Starbucks. I was addicted. I was going all the time and prices have gone up. Like my caramel macchiato is now like $6. Whereas before I would pay $6 when I went to the, like an amusement park or I went to the airport. Now I'm just paying $6 at my local coffee store. So was looking to save money, but also wanted something that tasted good. And I came across these coffee concentrates and it is literally life-changing. It is high quality. I feel like I am a barista when I use it. I feel like I get the taste that I do at Starbucks without like spending a huge amount. I will tell you, this one here is Jot. I like this one. I mean, It's glass. This one's glass, but when you look at the bottles, this one's prettier. You can put this on your bar and it's just really, really pretty. But the problem I have with this is they do not have decaf. Now, I know some people who are caffeine lovers are like, why would you drink decaf? I like to drink multiple cups of coffee, and caffeine affects me more than a normal person. And so this has 150 milligrams of coffee. I like to have 2. So I like this one because this only has 70 grams per teaspoon. So I can put this one in 1 cup, and then I can have another cup, and I get 2 cups of coffee instead of just 1 cup of coffee, if that makes sense. So that's why I prefer Javy over Jot, is they do have a decaf, but the regular one only has 70 grams and 1 teaspoon. This is 150 grams and 1 tablespoon. So they taste very similar. I don't necessarily prefer one from a taste perspective over the other. I think Javy's just as good, but that's just the reason why I personally don't like Jot, is it's too high of a caffeine content for 1 tablespoon, and they do not have decaf. So that's that. But if you're looking to save money, if you're looking to get high quality coffee to be able to make all the different things at home and not necessarily go to Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts or wherever you go, this is a great alternative. They do have subscription programs. You can skip it every month. The Javy, I have had to use their customer service. It is awesome. They are super, super responsive. So this is the one that I would recommend over Jot, just because it checks all the boxes off for me, but Jot still is a good option. So that is it for more of the lifestyle things. Let me know if you have any questions. I will link everything down below. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Until next time, bye.